consciousness of God is is the first dimension. It's the first dimension. The first dimension contains all energy. It contains everything you can possibly consider. Its first dimension is a field of energy. It's infinite and it's fully conscious. Has no bounds whatsoever. It's full consciousness, and that's where all of our consciousness comes from. All of our consciousness is a function of duality, matter, function, and charge, stepped down from the first dimension. Now, first dimension carries whatever name you were handed as a child. Basically, it's the way you associate with it. I have conversations with God because I grew up as a pastor's kid, and I've had God as my function my entire life. My mom used to wake me up in the morning wake us up with, "This is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it." Every single morning, 5:30 in the morning, bang open the door and basically yell that, and to wake us up. It felt like yelling. Um, it was loud when you're sleeping. But so, and my uncle was a pastor. My grandpa was a pastor. My great grandfather was a pastor. You know, the layers of pastors going back generations, back to Hans Graf, who came from Switzerland and to start the Mennonite Church in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Layers of Christianity. So God is what I carry as my consciousness of the first dimension. Right? So those are the conversations that I have because that's where my consciousness is formed. But the reality about us, about all of us, is that we all share the first dimensional consciousness. We are fractalized functions of that consciousness. So we actually all share the same consciousness. And we're separated through bindings and veils so that we can experience this life as individuals, as separate. But we all come from the same consciousness. So like the people who've passed away in your life, their energy is absolutely still with you because it's with you. You still carry them in your heart, your mind, and your soul. And so when you have conversations with them, what you're doing is you're having conversations with the first dimension, with the consciousness of the first dimension, and it's speaking to you in whatever form it can communicate with. And it communicates through the love that you carry in your life. So my grandma, her paintings are up on the wall here. We have conversations, right? And she shows me things, and when and I realize it's her because some of the stuff she made, you know, and it tells me things, and you're like, "Oh my goodness, Grandma, thank you so much," because I carry her in my heart, right? So having those conversations with the people who have passed are just as real as the conversations that we have with each other right now, because we are all the function of first dimensional consciousness. We are having conversations with the past in every sentence that we speak, because the sentences are made of words that were handed to us from the past, right? So we're just a regeneration of thought, trying to get us back to functional unity so that we can stand all together in the consciousness of God. So it doesn't matter which book you're reading. If you're reading the Quran, if you're reading the Bible, right? If you're reading the Bhagavad Gita, or the Dhammapada, or the Tao Te Ching, they're all God speaking through the form of the consciousness of humanity, of the divisions, of the veils, of the separation. And there is no difference between any of these. They're all leading us back to here, right? To life is not death. So the divisions are of our design because we've chosen to divide ourselves through violence. And we have the choice to walk out of that. And it's handed to us with the majority of these talk about that in some way, in some form whatsoever. They talk about nonviolence. They talk about unity. And that is their function, is a return to unity. So if you just allow yourself to be a part of the unified field, you'll find that this place is insanely beautiful, and we're just throwing away our gift. God bless.